Alright.
And here we are with the second GWL Playoff game of the year. It is the 1-3 Wolves versus the 4-0 Ducks for their playoff debuts. And here's Clayton Adderhold, the starting pitchers for the Ducks today. Leo Dykert, youngest player in GWL history. And here's Walter Hoffman, who has the best batting average this season. The Ducks are undefeated. They were winless their first season. They had none of these people on their roster in 2021. But now it is a completely different story, as they were ranked 4th in the offseason, and now they are the #1 seed. And here we are, Fred Warner leading things off for the Wolves, who crushes it, and that's going to just be a foul ball as they check for Walter Hoffman. It looks like he got hit in the knee there along the wall there, and I think he made the catch too, but that's going to be an out. What a play by Walt, sacrificing his knee there to make the grab for 1 out. Pretty sure he is okay, though, as he walks off over here. And here's Joe Perez, who takes a strike down the middle. Great pitch by Clayton. Clayton loads, winds, throws, swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss for Joe. Here's Clay, loads, throws, and that's going to be a strike 3 right down the middle. What a sequence for Clayton Adderhold as he strikes out Joe and pops out Fred, as there's already 2 outs here in the first. It's going to bring up Andrew Pollock, who's having a great season, one of the GWL home run leaders this year, as he will face Clayton at the plate. It's going to be a ball right at his feet. Probably got to put some socks on there. Tan line's looking pretty bad. But Clayton Adderhold, people call him Shaggy. He's going to throw it. This ball's crushed, and it is gone. A home run for Andrew Pollock is going to give the Wolves the 1-0 lead versus the undefeated Ducks. And that's going to bring up J.D. Losasso, who is another bomber for the Wolves. One of the home run leaders in this league also. Back at the plate is going to be a grounder, and Clayton makes the play. And that is going to end the Wolves' quick inning as Andrew Pollock gets him a run with a solo shot. And we will go to the bottom of the first here in GWL Playoffs. And Leo Dykert, the youngest player in GWL history, he has a homer this season. He's looking to do it again here as he leads things off for the undefeated Ducks. Stares at a couple balls there. None of these were hittable. That's going to be another ball for Leo Dykert. And looks like another ball. JD just can't seem to hit the strike zone right here. And that's going to be a walk for Leo Dykert. And this is going to bring up Jaden Perez, who was one of the Cy Young leaders earlier in the year. Fell off a little bit towards the end in his pitching, but he's been great at the plate. This team's just been great all around as they're undefeated this season. Nobody just can't seem to take him down, and that's going to be another ball. He just can't hit the strike zone right now. Loads up, throws, and that's going to be another walk as it brings up Clayton Adderhold, who is the leader in the MVP race right now, who was ranked last in the MVP race, and he's back to the top. Just seems like that's been the story for the Ducks, from the bottom to the top so far this season. Almost chopped the tip off right there. That's going to be right behind his ass. I don't think that's the strike zone, dog, but he's just going to throw it there anyway. And that's going to be another ball. What is going on with JD right now? Nobody knows, but that's another walk. And this is going to bring up Leo Dykert once again. And that's going to be a ball. Looks like Walter Hoffman's getting checked out with his knee. That's why he hasn't batted yet. But a couple balls here. Leo stares. Still just staring at the ball here. Nothing's really hittable. And that's going to be another walk. And that's going to walk in a run. It's still bases loaded. Jaden Perez at the plate. That looked like it was a strike. Finally threw a strike. Unbelievable, but Jaden Perez. Swing and a miss. I was going to say he has a good eye, but I guess not. He throws the same exact pitch, but he learns not to swing that time. JD tries to throw it at the camera for some reason. And that's going to be a swing and a grounder. He's not even going to attempt to run to it. Unks just don't have that in him anymore. And that is going to be another walk to make it 2-1 Ducks. They take the lead off walks here. The outfielders are probably pissed, but here comes Walter Hoffman back on the field after suffering a knee injury. As you can see, it's wrapped up there. But he is back on the field here, and he's ready to get it going for the Ducks. And that is going to be a single to bring in another run, an RBI single for Clayton Annerhold, and it is 3-1 Ducks, as Walter will also hit a single. And now it is 5-1. Let's call that a double, an RBI double for Walter Hoffman. And there's going to be a, what are they going to call it on the field? It looks like they're going over it. And they're going to send him back to the plate and call it a foul ball. He pops this one up, and Fred Werner not able to come up with it. And the score is now 7-1 Ducks. That is the youngest player in GWL history who hits an RBI double. And that's going to be an out. Tries for the double play, just doesn't make it there. Leo Dykert, he's been very consistent this year. He's going to be great for the Ducks for probably his whole career. And there's going to be another try to double play for JD Losasso, who's not going to be able to make it, but that won't matter because that was the third out. And we are going into the second inning here in GWL 2024 playoffs as the Ducks lead 7-1. Here we are, second inning, Fred Werner to lead things off. Leo Dykert is now on the mound for the Ducks, who had a great inning last inning hitting. So here's going to bring up Joe Perez. And that's going to be a swing and a miss for Joe Perez. Trying to hit off Leo here. And that's going to be a hit. And that will be a single for Joe Perez as he talks his shit. Gives the bat to Andrew Pollock, who's going to make his way to the mound here. That's going to be popped up. And what a catch by Jaden Perez.
Instant replay.
Unbelievable. And that's going to be an out. Joe Perez back to the plate here. That's going to hit the dirt. Looks like he tried for a riser. It just didn't rise. And there's going to be a crush single, and Joe does it again. Back-to-back singles for Joe Perez. And this is going to bring back up Andrew Pollock, who's ready to go here at the plate. Leo Dykert throws, hits him right in the knee. He's already ready. Throws it again, and that's going to hit him in the shoulder. 2 hits to the body. This is not Call of Duty, son. Aim for the strike zone. And that's going to hit off of him again. Are you serious? That's going to be a walk. And this is going to bring up JD Losasso, their power hitter. One of their power hitters. Their whole team is pretty much power hitters. That's going to be foul. JD swings. He's pissed. Gronk spikes the bat. And he's done with this shit. As he wipes his sweaty-ass face with his shirt. And he's done. And that's going to go to the bottom of the second inning. Fred Werner on the mound. Hoffman the lead off. Hoffman crushes it. It is gone. Walter Hoffman with the peace sign to the wiffle ball. As that is gone, nobody's finding that. And that's going to give the Ducks an 8-2 lead from a solo shot from Hoffman. And Leo Dykert back to the mound. This team is just stacked. You go from Walter, then you go from Leo, who everybody thought was going to be the worst player, and he's now one of the best. Not even near the worst. They're going to walk Leo now. And then they got Jaden Perez, who is in the Cy Young leaders, this year from pitching, who's also hit some clutch hits for them this season. And then he got Clayton Adderhold, who's the MVP leader in this league. This team is just unstoppable. Jaden Perez, back-to-back swing and misses. But, I mean, this team is just unstoppable so far as, obviously, they're undefeated now. They have a big lead in the second inning, which is really all you can ask for in a GWL game, considering there's only 3 innings. So here's Jaden Perez focusing in, and that's going to be a ball. Gets ready for the next pitch. Werner throws. That's going to be hit up, and that is caught. An easy routine catch for Fred Werner. And that's going to be an out, and that's going to bring up Clayton Adderhold, who calls himself the greatest player in GWL history. Crushes that. It is gone. Just like that. Doesn't even look like he cares at all. Just fucking nukes it out of the stadium. Unbelievable. And here's Jaden Perez. Back at the plate, and he's going to hit that right over Joe's head. Right over his dad's head. That hits the wall. It's 11-2 Ducks in the second inning. Unbelievable lead here. As they will throw the balls back.
11-3, runner on third.
To Fred Werner here. As they get ready for this next pitch. Werner loads, fires. That's going to hit the bottom of the strike zone. What a pitch by Fred. That's not even going to make it to the strike zone. And Werner, what a pitch. Clayton aiming at Jesus there, but his bat, he just didn't hit it. Fred Werner with another great pitch. Loads, fires, and that's right at his knees. The last pitch was right at his knees, too. Went right in the strike zone. Great throw there. Werner getting ready here. Throws. Swing and a drive, and it is caught. Wow, the whole stadium thought that was going out. J.D. Losasso makes the catch, and we are in the top of the third here. Fred Werner catches a ball that was going to hit him. Walter Hoffman, their best pitcher probably at the mound here. Hoffman's just an all-around great player. He can pitch, he can field, he can hit. And that's going to be a ball over the strike zone. Fred Werner hits this foul. Makes contact with it. Just goes backwards, and Fred makes another contact with it. And that is going to be a single for Fred Werner or a double. Looks like it's going to be a double for Fred Werner. Great hit. It's going to bring up Joe Perez against Hoffman. As he steps into the box, awaiting the pitch. Hoffman throws. That's going to be hit, and that's a single for Joe Perez, who's had a great game making contact today. They need to come up with a rally here, or else the Ducks will come up with the victory. Yeah, they do. They need a big rally, a big one, to try to give the Ducks their first loss of the season. As Andrew Pogg steps in, and that's not going to make it into the strike zone. That's going to be a ball. Another ball. As Andrew waits for the pitch. That's going to go right by his head. Hoffman zones in, throws. That's going to be another ball. GWL, 5 balls is a strike. Here we go, and that's a swing and a miss. Great pitch. I'm pretty sure he was just swinging because the count was so lame. But that's going to be another ball, and he will get on base. And this is going to bring up J.D. Losasso. What a lineup this is. They have all the potential to be able to win this game here. Hoffman looks, loads, throws. That's going to be another walk for Walter Hoffman.
Freddie's up, base is juice.
And this is going to bring up Fred Werner, who picks up the bat, zones in. He's going to get that ball out of the way because you never know what's going to happen. Here he goes. Werner zones in, gets in the box, locks in, looks, throws. Hoffman over Fred's head. Hoffman throws. That's a swing and a miss for Fred Werner.
And then winner of that game plays the loser.
Hoffman with a good pitch there, and there's going to be a hit. That's foul. Might have hit somebody in the head in the porch. That's all right. And that's going to be another ball. Hoffman kicks, loads, fires, deals. Not dealing.
Winner of that game plays loser.
Doesn't even hit the strike zone. Hoffman throws over the head of Fred. He just can't seem to give Fred a strike. Maybe one so far. As that's going to be another walk for this Wolves team. The score's 11-3 here in the third. Down by 8. They're going to need something here from Joe. That's going to be a ball. Hoffman. Looked like it was going down the middle. It's a little low. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Tried the fruit ninja that. Just didn't work out. And that's going to be crushed. Popped up. And it is going to be a catch. And that's going to be an out.
They got 4 fielders, 4 hitters, and 4 pitchers.
It looked like it was great contact. It's going to bring up Andrew Pollock. That's going to be behind him. They're going to need something huge here from Andrew Pollock here. And that's going to hit him in the elbow. Seems like he's been getting hit all day today with these pitches from the Ducks. And that's going to be a hit. Looks like it's going to be a single.
All right, Luke and me.
And this is going to bring up J.D. Losasso back to the plate as he jogs, grabs the bat, and he will step into the box. Picks and chooses his bat. He likes this one. Here we go. J.D. Losasso stares at a strike. Hits literally the middle of the strike zone. We all do that sometimes, though. That's going to be another walk for J.D., and it's 11-6 Wolves now. Werner pops this one up. Walter trips, and that's going to be a single for Fred Werner. Or a double. That's a double for Fred Werner. It was in the air past the pitcher. It is 11-8 Wolves. They are only 3 runs away from tying this up in the third inning. And this is going to be crushed. It is gone. What a hit from Joe Perez. Are you serious? That is exactly what they needed here in this game as they are hyped. The Wolves tie the game from a Joe Perez home run in the third inning, and this could potentially take the lead with one more run here, and that would be insane. Andrew Pollock steps into the box. This ball is crushed. It is gone. The go-ahead home run for Andrew Pollock. Let's go. And the Wolves are rolling as they take the late lead, overcoming an 11-2 deficit in the third inning. Are you serious? Back-to-back home runs for the Wolves. Will this be another one? It hits off the tree. Unbelievable. It would have been another home run for the Wolves, which would have been 3 back-to-back-to-back, which would have been insane, but it hits the tree, and that is going to be a triple. So there's a man on third for Fred Werner. Hits this, pops it up, and that is going to be an out. Unbelievable. They could have went up by 2 runs. The tree, the green monster robs him, and we will go into the third, the bottom of the third. Leo Dykert leads things off here. All they need is a double to win it. 1 run, 2 runs, and the Ducks will continue their undefeated streak. But wow, what an inning by the Wolves. To come back in that fashion is just unbelievable. Here's Jaden Perez. Looks like he doesn't really want to swing. Looks like he's trying to play it safe to secure the win here. As Andrew Pollock, their best pitcher, isn't really hitting the strike zone. Might be their best pitcher. They're acting like it this game since it is the third inning and it's their third pitcher. But Fred Warner's really been lighting it up. They have a couple great pitchers on their team here, as they will be collecting balls. And here is Jaden Perez at the plate. He's going to need something big for his team here. Stares at a strike right down the middle. What a pitch. And he's going to throw another ball. That is going to be a walk. It's going to bring up Clayton Adderhold, who hit a nuke earlier in this game, as he looks pissed that Leo was in his way for some reason. I think he's just locked in and just ready to get this shit over with. That's the vibe I'm getting off of him right now. But here he goes. Andrew Pock throws. That's going to be over the strike zone. Adderhold, with his grandma slippers, kicks the ball away. That's going to be hit. He trips, and it doesn't matter. That's a single for Clayton Adderhold, and it is going to bring up Walter Hoffman, who can potentially walk it off here in the playoffs and continue the Ducks' historical season. Walt pops this up. Unbelievable. Hits the trees, and no one's able to field it. A walk-off triple for Walter Hoffman in his first GWL playoff game, and the Ducks will advance in the playoffs and continue their undefeated season. Let's take a look here. Walter crushed that ball. The Ducks are hyped. They already feel like they're going to win it. Walter with a great hit on the first pitch, and they win it in an insane fashion. Good night.